And we're recording 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, hello, folks. My name's Ian, and welcome to my rather dimly lit shed. Well, you've been following, if you've been following along over my tedious videos, you'll know that I've had problems with lighting. You know, well, they say a scrap man never wants; he just waits. The only problem is when he gets some lights, they've been thrown away. And most of the times they've been thrown away because they're broken. Well, a few videos back, I picked up these square LED light fittings. I think I picked about 6 up, majority of them half worked, so I took them apart. But what I did, I kept the LED driver out of the half that worked. So that's where the intelligent tinkering comes about. But intelligent tinkering is also a channel. Now, I watch a guy called Robert Murray Smith. Wow, he's up there, genius. You know, but he has a way of explaining things easily to the dense, you know. I like reading comments on everybody's channels. You know, that's just as much fun as it is watching the content. One of the commenters was a guy called a channel called Intelligent Tinkering. And I thought to myself, what a great name. So of course, when you see something like that, it takes you over to the channel and you have to have a look. So here's a little bit of a plug for Intelligent Tinkering. You know, go over, have a look. He did some high voltage electricity burning of wood. I think it's called Lichtensteining, something like that. And he makes lamps as well. I've been following him making a lamp. I tend to take things apart, but I do have a creative side. I nearly said an artistic side, but that would garner many a comments. So that's like Intelligent Tinkering, and what a great name that is. I wish I could have thought of a good name for my channel instead of just Ian Matthews, you know, but it is what it is, and there's no point changing it now. Anyway, the Intelligent Tinkering bit is going to be taking the LED driver out of this, replacing it with one out of something else, not the same type, so I don't know if it's going to work. That's where the bit of dubious engineering comes in it. And of course, Dubious Engineering is a channel as well. Howard Taylor, known him for many years. In fact, we was chatting a while back, and he's me in the search of space, and he sent me a little parcel, so we'll have a look at that as well. So I'm going to do some intelligent tinkering and some dubious engineering. I thought that was rather clever of me, wordplay like, bringing channel names into me content. Right, let's go and have a look at the shed in the dark-ish. Well, to some folk, you know, I mean, they might, oh, look at that, a pathway straight through to the workshop. Unbelievable. I've been working pretty hard on this while I've been on holiday. Yeah, it's true. Look. Yeah, I know I've got it piled high to the ceiling on that side. That's future projects. At the moment, we've got a walkway straight through, like I say, at the moment. What we're drinking tonight, Tishki. We've been listening to some Hawaiian music. Well, why not? So the plan is, there are the LED light fittings that I've stored for future use. Okay, right, so, oh, a tidy bench. So there's one of the light LED drivers I've taken off one of those light fittings. Sorry, I'm laughing because I know the sane among you will be saying, why are you trying to fix a broken one when you've got 3 working ones? I have no answer to that. Just because I can. Yeah, just because I can. Why the hell not? It's not about scrapping all the time. It's about having fun in your shed. So I've got that LED driver. I'm going to take that rather dim looking thing off. Put it on the bench. Swap the drivers. Switch it on. See if it blows up. But I think before I do that, I got this parcel from Dubious Engineering. So, Fizzy Cola bottles, best before the end of November 2022. Right, okay, well I managed to find a bit of an old sweaty insole, and just to cover up my address and Dubious Engineering's address. So that's me. This is my shed. Well, let's get her open. So there you go. I've quickly ripped the top of that off. Well, I didn't rip it off. I used my trusty Stanley knife. And what have we got here? Hi, Ian. It's blooming bright. It's blooming Christmas. Oh, that's further Christmas, isn't it? Just let me read this. I make these lights to fit many power tool batteries. Go on, we'll stick it. We'll go. Hi, and it's blooming bright. 30 quid, including shipping. I make these lights to fit many power tool batteries, including Bosch, DeWalt, Makita, Workzone, Heinhell, Erbauer, X-Parkside, Active Energy, and a few more. Howard. And no, I expected to be a £10 note in there, but there wasn't. Right, so what have we got? Ooh, well, we got these. Who does this? Besides me. Whoa. Oh, Howard, when you said you were going to send me something to help me in search of space, I didn't think it was going to be a bloody torch. Right, I like that. Wow. Now, I'm not trying to push these, but that has got a quality feel to it. If you follow AVE, he's going to say, well, that is made from a high volume ABS impact. It's definitely good quality. Oh, look at the wiring. The wiring's fantastic. Oh, we got torque screws, so that means it's not been moulded. And that's a crap impersonation of AVE. Right. What is that going to fit? Well, he knows I'm a DeWalt guy, even though I've got a Makita. I have a torch. Quite bright. Okay, a battery. Which end do you press? Right, I've got one green light on that. So, will one green light be enough? Wow. Oh, bloody hell, that is bright. Let's turn my light off. Wow, I'll tell you what, Howard, that is bright indeed. And compare that light to that light. That's more wide beam. That is more focused. I quite like that. Very linear. Go on, blind y'all. There we go. So that's I think what they call COBs, C-O-B. I don't know what it stands for. Something on board. I like the way that it's linear and the prism effect. That's a 3D printed fitting. Altogether, not a shabby construction. So there you go, Howard. Thank you very much. That will be very helpful for me in searching for space. So we're going to put that to one side and probably need to use it when we turn the power off. Let's get back to the intelligent tinkering and some dubious engineering. Now we've got a few tools together. We're okay with this because it's got a light on and it's dark. Island style. I don't sound much like an Hawaiian, do I? In the island, do it island style. I better turn that off and I'll get a bloody strike. Right, you know, Howard, you might have just saved me bacon here. Boosh. I mean, it's just typical of me, innit? Trying to do some electrics at night. So, I'm just going to whip those off. Put a bit of air around it, you'll always get it in. Oh! Steady boy, steady. So without dropping it on my head, we managed to get it off. Exelis LED driver IP67. I don't know what that means. That's what we want. 10 volts, 110 volts. Output doesn't say the output. Anyway, output's 37 to 110 volts DC. Okay, this is the one I took off a different machine altogether. Same make, LED driver IP67. I think that's something to do with a standard, like you can use it in a bathroom or you can use it in an industrial environment. The numbers seem very similar. 37 to 1 volt. Right, I'm out. Do you know, sometimes if your name's Ian, you just let lucky. So it appears to be the same sort of driver. Let's swap them over. See if it works. Okie doke, folks. Well, I've had this brainwave. And rather than swap that over onto here, then find out that it doesn't work, I'm going to wire it up direct, leaving that one in place, and I just stick that one straight into the mains. We can see from here, these have been terminated, so that is this lead, which I'll just wrap some tape around that, because that's the end. I've already wired it back into that, which was that one. So I'll stick that into the mains, not literally, via a plug, and chocolate block, and see if we work. Well, I've wired that up, but where that is simple, and it's brown, blue, green and green and yellow earth. This one is black, green and white. So I'm taking an educated guess and saying black is neutral, green is earth, so white must be live. And I've wired that up that way, even though we've got no earth going to it. So we don't know if the fuse is okay in that or not, but we're about to find out. Those are separate. I can't see that being high enough voltage to work over, so we'll just bend it over. Safety at its best. Light out, and nothing. I don't know if the fuse is working or not. Well, that is on. We come over here and we stick this into that. Got a red light there. That tells us we've got power going in. That looks like it's all the way around to here. Let's stick that in there. And we've got power on there. But no lights. So, didn't work. After a bit much scratching the head, getting the multimeters out, de nada. Nah, nothing. So, in a way that's easy, because now I can just scrap it. Scrapping it's going to be the easiest answer. I think it's time to resurrect the old fluorescent tube and get that up in its place. Using Howard's rather nifty little lamp, you know, I like it. Thank you very much, Howard. That's going to come in useful. Right, and looking at me. Well, life's a disappointment at times, isn't it? What was I expecting? Well, I was expecting to swap those power supplies over and it'll work, but it didn't. So, me intelligent tinkering with some dubious engineering fell to pieces. So, Ian in his shed, and it's time for me to go in. As you can tell, it's going dark. So, I'll catch you in the next one. But again, those two channels, Intelligent Tinkering, pop over and have a look. Dubious Engineering, thank you very much for the torch. You can never have enough torches or ommers. So if any of you want something like that, pop over to his channel. I think you saw on the little missive that he does sell them, and the £30 anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, I hope I've not dropped you in it there, Howard. Postage is included in that price. I'm gutted it didn't work. I really wanted it to. I'm going. Good night. Well, I have to admit, I just don't like being beat. So I've done a lot more fiddling about and decided that the cable I was using was absolutely rubbish. So I've put another cable in place and boosh, we have light. And that is off the new off, not that LED driver, but that LED driver. So we'll see how long that one lasts. Ian, an happy chappy in his shed. See you soon.